Ah, one of those days. Ah, cold. How you doing? Good morning, brother. Hope you're feeling better. I know you ain't gonna look any better. Well, I know. But I'm getting there, Paul. So I'm getting there, motherfucker. So, good morning. Boy. Woo! Yeah. It's time to get cold around here, bro. Yeah, we're going slowly. We're going back to the normal British area, which right now, well, I left home this morning. It was 5 degrees. I don't know. What is it now? What I can say, it's not nice. It's not warm. It's going to get worse. So that's fair enough. That's how we're gonna do it. Not nice though. Yeah, exactly what's happening around here. Leaves are falling. Autumn is here, and winter is on its way. So here we go. But really, at least we should not complain too much around here. Because we had a great spring, we had a great summer. The only problem is it scares me if the winter is going to be as great as the other seasons has been. So but anyway, I'm sure we're going to find out very soon. The only good thing about my job is it will keep me warm all day long with bags. I'll have to speed up with work, which is gonna keep me fit. But you know, it's not going to be an easy job. How about you, brother? How you doing? How you keeping? I hope you are well. I hope you guys are all okay. Let me see if I put the phone in a different place here. You guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing, or if I should simply leave where it was. Let me just try a new place for the phone and see if it will work okay or not. At least I'm recovering. Even though I'm not 100% happy with it, I'm complaining yet. So as you guys can see, my strength is coming back, which makes life much easier. A little bit, but a little bit is a problem. how about you guys? How you guys have been? Once again, thank you very much for all of you guys who are being part of this channel. You know, we are over 1,000 subscribers. Lots of English. I never believed it would happen. Because along the way I thought, yeah, nobody cares about what they say. Nobody gives a shit about what they say. Nobody's aware of what they say. But you know what? Fuck it, I like it. I don't want people to follow me to agree with me. I want people to feel comfortable with me. Fuck nigga. You know, that's what I want to do sometimes. Sometimes I want people to align with the same way what I do to you guys. It's aligning with all the time. To make it a bit more interesting. I don't want people to agree with me all the time, because I don't agree with myself all the time. I don't think I'm the right person to give any advice, so that's why I don't give advice. What I do, I share some of my experience sometimes, and the people can make their own choice, not repeating the same mistakes that I have done. But I'm not giving none of you any advice, bunch of motherfuckers. We are good, go out of work. Oh boy. Well, I don't have to tell you, as being Brazilian, I'm not a big fan of winter myself. But it's okay. Always good to get a lot worse. So between that and I would say maybe, well, between now and end of February, that's the time when I'm gonna be here all the time. And days like today, for example, on Thursdays are the days when I am slightly busy with work. Because Mondays and Tuesdays are the days when I go to the city center. When Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Fridays, normally I go on the countryside, or I go to other villages or small towns around. But Mondays and Thursdays are the days when I otherwise, if I push it a little bit, I can work my 7 hours, 6 hours, and I still have time to go and pick my boy. Now, counting on traffic, counting on closures on roads, between now and end of February, they are the catch. And then just to be sure to go to school and pick the little one, that would be a little challenge, which is going to be quite nice. But honestly, for now it's still okay because, for example, today I don't need to rush at all because my lady, she is finishing work around 2:30. So she will be able to pick him up. Well, at 5 o'clock I have a massage to give to a lady who is struggling a little bit with her hip. She had a hip replacement and she's struggling with pain for many months. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm just going to go there, do some manipulations for her just to see if it can help with the mobility of the shoulder issues. This is when my job started to become interesting. Because while I'm delivering code, I'm just driving and physical working. My problems start when I finish this job and I have to go to the books and study and get prepared for the other jobs. This is a challenge. Because it's not about give him a massage and just, okay, there you go back. No, you need to deliver a service. When you offer help, you need to say, I will help you to get, at least to make the pain go down. You need to make it properly. The only reason I hate it is the power move. Really? Boy? I'm not even telling you how much my bill is raising here in the winter. It's a next version. I'll share that with you. Back in 2021, we were paying that much for electricity, and it was for no reason. They just decided to boost the price a bit higher. So something what we were paying, for example, £110 a month for our electric, we started paying £260 a month for that. And it carried on for some time. It got to the point when we were like, whoa, what's happening over here? We simply can't afford it. It was getting that bad. Then from 260, it went to 310, 320, something like that, a month. And then we said, no, this is not right. And what could we do? We were dealing with EDF. Anyway, I went to EDF, and EDF was sold to a French company. So they were putting the tariff whatever they wanted. So we started searching around for a better price. Once we swapped, we changed it to a company called SO Energy. When we sent them the readings, you know what the conclusion they got right? What we can offer you a rate for 165 something. I know it was 165 point whatever pence all the time. And we were like, oh, of course it was half of the price we were paying for India. So we stayed with that company. That was the beginning of the year, so maybe for 4 or 5, no, sorry. We were with the company when we swapped for 6 months on a fixed tariff. And then we moved from the place we were living to York, in Doncaster, a small town just outside of York. And then we started having gas, because before it was just electricity. And all the readings, blah blah blah, sent to them. We didn't even care about what was happening. And then they sent us a new reading. Right, from the postcode sent me the tariff, according to what we are checking here. We're going to reduce the price, what you are paying. Believe or not, after 6 months, being there, paying 165 whatever it was, they sent me back 600 and something pounds, because they say you overpaid a lot for the time when you were in York. Okay, because we measure the amount what you were paying there, and your new tariff is whatever it was. At the end, I got a check of £700 something coming from SO Energy saying we did overpay, and we are paying only 160 something. And then you know how much we started paying there? We started paying 20 plus pounds for gas, and not even £50 for energy. And I was like, what the hell is happening here? And then when I went back to see on EDF the amount they were charging us, we might be entitled thousands in compensation for being overcharged. And then I thought, oh right, I'm gonna get into it now because I want to have my money back. It was over 1 million people claiming back that shit from them. And I thought, you know what, I'm not even gonna go to that direction. It's gonna take years before I can even get closer to it. And if I have to pick a lawyer, probably I'm going to spend more on the solicitors than trying to get my money back. And then someone mentioned to me, yes, but you can use no win, no fee solicitors. And I was like, I just don't want to talk about this issue. I just don't want to be around them. I just want to get away from all of this shit. We just had one supply company here. Ah, fucking hell. Well, you are royal fucked then, my friend. You can change that. You know, that's the point, because they know they are the only ones in the area, so they can just raise the price as much as they want. And now guess what? EDF will start sending emails to me again, and of course not only EDF, but all the other companies, saying, well, the price for energy is going to go up. Yeah, you know, but all of them, they are sending me emails with even cheaper price than what I'm paying right now. And then I'm like, yeah. So my contract will finish with SO Energy, I think around November, December, and then I'll see what is going to be the proposition. Because for now, I believe we are paying around 140 something, but there are companies that are offering a fixed rate of 120 pounds. It means you can go through the winter, into the summer, pay 120. EDF was offering us less than 120. There's plenty of companies there, so you know that's how you realize how these fuckers they overcharge you. They don't give a shit about us. They just want to make their own money. But let's put it that way. That's all energy is being put to me for this past year. So if they want to keep the same charge what they are doing right now, I'm fine with it. To not get any surprise for any other day. Okay, but yeah, it's not nice because the winter's coming. And when people ask, why do you don't job? Because the winter's coming. And the bills will be greater. So at least let me get a little bit prepared. So when the time comes, I know what to do. So at least in the year. Because it's not only about the gas or the electricity, it's going to be a lot of other things coming along. Right, let me put some more coal into the hopper. Oh, yes, we are. So, Boson, what is the phrase of the... Yeah, that's how much I'm paying monthly. We were paying monthly. I don't even mention about the council tax, the price for the petrol. It seems like we live in England, but with Brazilian prices, which is just like... Anyway. bags. So this bag will be gone in a couple of days. So I'll not waste my time with this, so straight to the bin. So just make sure I'll tell it a little bit more so people will know why it is in the bin and don't try to get it back. So what is our phrase of the day, boss? So from now on, I need to have you here by my side and helping me with the people who are arriving here, because Motivational has more people than what it used to have before. I don't even remember how many people were here when you joined. I had no idea. It was a lot less than what it is now. So I need your help. For the new subscribers, for the new people who are joining here. Oh yes, please buddy, please, thank you very much. So I need you to inspire and motivate all of the new subscribers. So what is the motivation phrase for this channel? I'm gonna say it now, and you're gonna remember to say to people all the time when they come here to complain. There is nothing bad in this world which cannot get worse. There's nothing that bad which can get even worse. No crying. Bunch of motherfuckers. No complaining, no crying. Make sure you keep on top of the shit. Because if you think life is hard now, wait. Wait until you start getting older and more bills start arriving and all the shit comes. Wait. Nothing is too bad which can't get worse. This is the motivational phrase of the, not of the day, of the channel, because here we need to work with the truth. If you think your life is too hard, wait, it's going to get worse. And it will. And whenever it does, don't start opening your mouth and complain to the world about your problems. Nobody gives a shit about your problems. Nobody cares. Nobody. And if you start victimizing yourself, it's going to be even worse. Because it's not about what the world is not giving you a chance, but it's you giving up even before starting the battle. So yeah, basically, it means live every single day as the last. Live fully. Make sure you are close to those who are close to you. Make sure you help the ones who are actually by your side helping you. Make sure you look after your family before you're asking a friend to go for a beer. Make sure you are there when the ones who need you the most. They will need you. Your family, your children, your parents. Because one day you might be needing to change the naps of your parents. Well, I'll never do that. They're my parents. How many years did your parents have done that for you, motherfucker? And like we say in Brazil, one father is able to look after 10 children. But 10 children are not able to look after one dad. That's fact. Now I'll leave that with you in your own conscience. Because I know a lot of you who are listening to me right now, maybe you're going to say to me, well, you don't know about my life, you don't know who my parents were, you don't know my father, I don't want to be close to that guy, or I don't want to be close to your mother. I don't know about your life, I don't care about your life, you live the life the way you want. But yeah, remember, in the end of the day, nobody's perfect. In the end of the day, like I was talking to someone a few days ago, and this guy said, well, my father was never a present person in my life. When I needed him the most, he was not there. And I was like, well, I do understand. But why he was not there? Because he only cared about work, he didn't care about the family. And then I was asking myself, so why was he working? Well, I don't care. But he was not there to play with me. And I said, but what was he doing? Well, he was working. Like what, motherfucker? Well, he was leaving home 5 o'clock in the morning, come back home 7 o'clock, he didn't have time for the family. So, okay, and did you starve? No. Did you have money to pay for the rent? Yes. So you had a place to be? Yeah. You had food? Yeah. You've been raised rich? No, we're a poor family. So thank God for your dad, mother, because he raised a man and taught you how to work. Can you imagine being raised by a Jew, addicted, who are beating you and your mother all the time, and you don't even have perspective of life, so you leave you to starve. Yeah. So I don't even know why you complain about your dad, because your dad was there for you. Maybe not the way you wanted it to be, but he was there for you when you needed him to be there at all times. No complaining, nothing. But on your shit head, you think you are the center of the universe, and everybody needs to bow for you. No, you are not. You are just another person in this world who has exactly the same problem like 80% of the mondial population. So stop crying, motherfucker. Now, how can I judge someone's life? I can't, because that is the thing the guy had in his chest. His father was not there for him when he wanted, but his father was always there for him when he needed. But you can't change people's way of thinking. So what can I say? Nothing. I need to keep myself for myself. If you want an advice, I can give it to you. I know it's gonna be the best advice of the world, so sometimes I just shut my mouth and say, right, I'm not gonna give you an advice, I'm gonna share with you pure experiences I have had in my life. And if somehow it works for you, you decide if you want to take that path or not. But don't put the blame on me. If you try to follow my steps and you do not succeed in your ideas, because you are an individual and you are responsible for your own choices, your own mistakes. That's why I'm saying I've never given advice to anyone. I share with people my experience. I show them my victories, my failures. If they want to have a try, have a go, it's up to them. In the end of the day, it's their choices, not mine. Okay? Like sort of one, and you know, all the time I start talking things like this, and all the time I lose people in this channel, which I don't give a damn if people are coming or not, people like what I'm saying or not. Like I was talking to a guy a few days ago as well, and then he was mentioning things like, for example, abortion. You know, I know this is a kind of subject with many people don't like to talk about. I don't like to talk about this kind of thing myself. But an abortion, for example, I am 100% against an abortion. Me, my point of view. Okay? But in the end of the day, it's not me carrying the baby. It's not me pregnant. It's not me who's gonna have all the pain. It's not me who is, it's not me. So for me to say I'm against an abortion because I'm pro-life, and I want everyone to have a chance in life like we all did, because if our parents decide to do a blood abortion, we would not be here, motherfuckers. Okay? So this is one of the reasons why I believe an abortion is not thing which I will comply for. So, no. If you ask me, if a pregnant girl asks me, I want to do an abortion and I need your advice, and I say, do not do an abortion, have the child, and put for an adoption. Okay? Or because there's a lot of people in the world who would love to be parents and they don't have the chance for that. But it's you. It's your decision. I'm not telling you what to do. Okay? I don't agree with it, but I'm not the one carrying the baby, so I'm not going to have any subject. if you say you're gonna have an abortion, that's absolutely fine by me. Although I don't agree with the procedure, but it's not me, so it's not my decision. Okay. And then some people will say, you are a very strange person. And I will say, yes, I am. And that's the way I see the world. My previous comment didn't show my No worries, bro, no worries. So I'm a very controversial person towards myself, you know. I may change my points of view if you can prove me my ideas they are not right. I'm absolutely fine to change my ideas in any aspect, okay? Because I allow myself to think. I allow myself to consider, okay? I allow myself to see brighter lights. And if I'm wrong, I will admit, right, I'm wrong, and I need to think once again about my life, about my beliefs, about whatever. I will think once again. But if I believe I'm right in what I believe, I'm not gonna have this discussion with the person again. I'll just simply say, okay, you keep things for yourself, you keep your own opinions and positions, and I'll keep mine. And I respect your points of view, but this is my points of view. But if I believe I'm right, got it. Yeah. But if I believe I'm wrong, I will consider. I will do consider why am I thinking this way, because there's an alternative way of thinking, and I believe that person has a point. So I will think once again, it worked that way. That's where you check it. Okay, I have no idea what's that, but I'll do check it later, bro. I will do. No, thank you very much for that, buddy. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Oh boy. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here with me this morning. Much appreciated. Now it's time to hit the road. But of course, I'm going to be back here for the second load to annoy you guys a little bit more. Well, thanks very much for that, bro. Thank you, Posun. I really appreciate that, man. You'll be safe as well. Okay? And I hope you have a good rest when you get back home. Whenever you get back home. Okay? And enjoy the day. It's going to be a beautiful day. Oh, you see, it's getting better here. When I left home, it was 5 degrees. Now it's 7. So you see, it's getting better. But also it can turn and get worse. So I don't know. So far, so good. Okay, so we starting the day with some positivity, because from 5 degrees it went up to 7 degrees, and maybe later we'll be up to 10 degrees, and that should be okay. If not, the jacket is down here, so everything will go according to the plan. Okay, so I know I don't need a GPS to go to the place where I'm going right now, but just in case, I'm just mistaking one road, which if I miss one bloody road, it could get me another half an hour to get back to where I want to go. So just to double check, I'll just put the postcode here. Nothing to lose on that one. Oh boy, enjoy that. I had that last week. No, last week was it? No, 2 weeks ago, when I was working on the rain all day long, and I didn't like that at all. I ended up having a blood cold afterwards, which took some time to get back to normal. You remember when I was quite poorly, you know. So I hope it's not going to be that bad today. Right, anyway guys, thank you very much for being here. As you bunch of motherfuckers are not leaving the like for this video anymore, I believe it's the time for me to go. So please, before I go, can I have one more like in this video? Because I had, my goal today was to have 5 likes at least, or 1 subscriber. I don't think I got none of it, because I don't have 5 likes and I don't have an extra subscriber. So help me, bunch of motherfuckers. I know you can do that. There's 6 people in there and only 4 likes. I just need 1 more. 5 people now, sorry. 1 more like before I go. And I could get 5 what? I got 5 subscribers. I got 5 likes, did I? It only shows here 4. Maybe you are right. Maybe I'm just like a weirdo. Anyway, right kids, I'm going. Bye.